Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. We're continuing on with the EnemyAI, and here's where we left off in the previous lesson. We was playing our first animation within the idle function. So in this lesson we're going to add the first audio clip. So let's come right at the top here, and it'll be of type public and it'll be of type audio clip. And let's just call this underscore idle audio. We'll close line off, and as always straight into the comments. So we'll say create slot in inspector to assign our idle audio. Okay, with that in place, let's come down to the idle block here, and I'm going to come just below where we play the animation. Now the way I'm going to program the audio is a little different to what we've done before. You can just use a single line of code in order to play the audio, but what we're going to do this time is actually have a block, because we're going to have multiple audio clips within this script. We're going to program it in a way that checks to make sure that the right audio is playing at the right block to save any bugs or glitches or anything else of the same nature. So with that said, let's get on and input the code. So we'll say if open brackets, and we'll say idle audio, we'll close brackets, we'll open, and we'll close. And then we'll come inside those brackets and we'll say if open brackets get component, open and close brackets, and we'll come inside and we'll say audio source, open and close brackets again, dot clip. And please take note of the type of brackets that I'm using within this line. And we'll say exclamation mark equals underscore idle audio. We'll close brackets, we'll open and close again. So we're saying if, once we get the audio source component, if the clip does not, that's what the exclamation mark means, equal the idle audio, we'll come inside the brackets and we can just copy the get component, audio source and the brackets here, and we'll paste that in. We'll say dot, and this time we want stop, open and close, close the line off. So if the clip does not equal idle audio, stop playing. Again, we'll paste in the get component, audio source. We'll say dot clip again, and this time we'll say equal idle audio, and we'll close the line off. So we stop the audio if it does not equal idle, and then we set the clip to be equal to the idle audio. Again, we'll paste in the get component, audio source, and we'll say dot loop. And I'm going to set mine to equal true, and we'll close the line off. Now, you may not want yours to be true. You may want the whichever audio sound you have for the idle, you may want it to just play once. If you do, that's perfectly fine. Just set this to false instead, but I want mine to loop. So remember, it's whatever suits your project best. And we'll come to the next line and we'll paste it in one last time, and now we can play the audio. Open and close brackets, and we'll close the line off. So let's go through this again before we put it in the comments. We're saying if idle audio, if the audio source and the clip does not equal idle audio, stop the clip, make sure the clip is set to idle audio, we set it to loop, and then we can play it. So let's put this into the comments. We'll say if audio playing does not equal idle audio, we'll come to the next line. We'll say then stop audio. The next line, audio clip equals idle audio. And the next line, set idle audio to loop. And the final line, now play idle audio. And we'll save that off there. We'll downsize monodevelop and we'll go and test it out. We'll wait for the script to recompile. Again, please don't worry about this error. That will disappear as we fill the rest of the script out. And we need to assign an idle audio clip. Now, as always, I'm using public domain sounds, which are copyright free. So there's no copyright on these sounds, but please take note of the copyright for any clips you may use. But I'm going to use public domain throughout this series. There may not always be the clip that I want for my project, but for the purposes of YouTube, I'm going to use copyright free ones. And now let's test it out. So we'll turn the flashlight on so we can see better, and we'll walk towards the enemy. And hopefully you can hear the idle audio playing, and you can see this idle animation is also playing that we did in our last lesson. And we'll stop that there. And I think we'll leave it there for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time. And until then, bye for now.